I'm Joseph, and today I'm going to walk you through how to use LinkedIn. In this session, you'll learn how to create a profile and also how to start making connections on the app. To start, let's go through a profile example, and we will use me as a demonstration. At the top, you'll see a few key pieces. We have the profile photo and also the cover photo. The profile photo is recommended that it's a photo of yourself from ideally kind of like the chest or shoulders up. And the cover photo can either be left blank, but ideally it's something creative that kind of relates to your interests and passions that tells a little bit more about yourself. Next, we have your headline. Ideally, you will either use kind of your academic institution or a key job or kind of key fact about yourself, because the headline is something that people will see immediately whenever they search you up on the application. Going down, the next level that we'll see is the About section. This is a place where you can write a little bit more in depth about who you are and what your interests are. This is very useful for people to get a better sense of what you're all about and when connecting with you. Next, we have the Experience tab. Experiences could be like any kind of professional working experience or also like a school club, for example. I have some example school clubs here as well, which I put in my experience section. And to add a new experience, you're going to press the plus tab in the top right corner. And then if you want to go in and edit a specific experience, like for example, you want to change your title or change a description of the experience, you're going to go and press a little pencil, and then you'll be able to scribble in and actually change the wording within there. So next, after the experience section, we have the education section. Again, it's the same function for all different sections. It's the plus tab to add something, and then the edit tab is a little pencil to edit within. So here, for example, I added Roman Commerce, and here you can make specific notes in your education. You can write down like any specific courses you've done or list the activities and societies you've been a part of, which is nice to add more context to your experience. Going downwards, we have license and certifications. This is not extremely relevant, and honestly, you only need to add this section if you actually have anything here that you want to show off. But again, it's the same utility of the plus button and that little pencil to edit. Now we get to some interesting pieces here. We have volunteer experience. You can add anything else here that you think is worthwhile noting that you have done throughout your breadth of experience throughout your life to highlight the kind of unique individual that you are. And then now getting down really to the bottom sections of your profile, we have skills and endorsements. So to add a new skill, all you have to do is go here and press this add new skill button, and you can press the pencil to edit existing skills. And the key point here is to add any skills that you feel are relevant to you and your knowledge. And if you would like, ideally you can ask your friends or do like a shout out and like give each other endorsements on your skills. So for example, my leadership has 27 endorsements. This doesn't exactly like the number doesn't necessarily matter. What's important is just that you're kind of filling out your profile and demonstrating the skills that you believe that you possess. Finally, we have accomplishments in languages and also interests. This is getting very much the nitty-gritty in the bottom. Highlight any awards that you're proud of that you've won by using the same plus tab and the pencil to edit. And then finally, adding your languages and then interests. You can follow essentially any influencer or company or institution that you would like to be affiliated to and get updates and notifications on what they're doing on the LinkedIn platform. So from a high level, these are all the key pieces of a LinkedIn profile and how to add them and how to build it out. What's key here is just try to fill out all the sections and ensure that everything you add is both honest and true and relevant to you, and really kind of builds out a profile that comprises like who you are and your values and kind of your professional ambitions as well. So going back, now we have a fantastic profile. We filled it out. We have a bunch of different information that describes what we've done, what school we go to, our kind of key skills, our interests, et cetera, et cetera. So now what's the utility of the LinkedIn application? So I'm Joseph, this is my profile. And now the whole point is I can go here and start building connections. So for example, I can go and search for Marie, who is on our orientation team at SMC. If I click on Marie, her profile pops up, which is also a great profile. And if I want to add Marie to my network, which means that maybe like we could message, we're in the same kind of like sphere of connections where like she'll see my post updates and I'll see her updates and things of that nature. All I have to do is press the connect invite, the button right here. But a little pro tip is when pressing the connect button to connect with someone, I highly recommend that you add a note. This is where something you can make it much more personal, like let them know like where you know them from and why you want to connect with somebody. And after sending off that invite, if Marie accepts, she'll be added to our network, which is great news. So overall, LinkedIn's a great platform and a great opportunity for students of all ages, but especially undergraduates, kind of build their connections and also just get an understanding of like networking in the professional space. I highly recommend that you make the most of it and make use of the application. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me today, and all the best. Thank you. Cheers.